Hey everyone, ready for a deep dive into a house that makes even the grandest estates look tiny?
You mean Meadow Brook Hall?
The one and only. 110 rooms, can you believe it? Largest residence in all of Michigan.
It's not just the sheer size that's impressive, though. It really captures the essence of a bygone era, The Roaring Twenties, that incredible time of economic boom and, well, big dreams.
And at the heart of it all, you have the Dodge family, automotive legends.
Right, the Dodge brothers, putting America on wheels. But Meadowbrook's story, it's not just about them.
I was going to say, there's got to be more to it.
There is. Matilda Dodge Wilson, John Dodge's widow, she's central to this story. Inherited a fortune when he passed, remarried, and, well, Matilda's vision and resources. They're what truly brought Meadowbrook to life.
So we're talking a woman of incredible means, clearly, but also taste. What was she going for with Meadowbrook?
Meadowbrook Hall, it makes a statement. That Tudor-revival architecture was all the rage back then, early 20th century. Think grand English manor houses.
So she was going for that sense of history, that established elegance.
Exactly. It was a way to align herself and her family with that image of, well, old money and prestige.
It's amazing how architecture can say so much without, actually saying a word. So if we were to pull up to Meadowbrook for the first time, what would we see?
Picture this. You're driving through these sprawling grounds, 1,500 acres, gardens, forests, the whole works, and then this majestic limestone structure emerges.
Limestone, quarried right here in Michigan, right?
You know your stuff. And the facade, don't even get me started. Elaborate chimneys, I think there are 29. Steep gables, those gorgeous mullioned windows, all those hallmarks of the Tudor style.
I'm already picturing Downton Abbey, but, Michigan style.
Right. But enough about the outside. Let's step inside. Get ready to be blown away by the grand hall.
Lead the way.
This room is palatial, truly. Soaring vaulted ceiling, intricate plasterwork, and the wood paneling. Rich, dark, almost like it's absorbing the light.
And the fireplace. I bet you could roast a whole ox on that thing.
It's huge. Definitely a statement piece. Matilda didn't skimp on the details.
I wouldn't expect anything less, not with what we've heard so far. Give me an example.
Take the ceiling in the grand hall, that plasterwork. Inspired by 16th century English motifs, she brought in the best artisans for this place.
Let's talk about attention to detail. Was this level of craftsmanship everywhere? I mean, we're talking 110 rooms here.
Oh, absolutely. But one of the best examples has got to be the ballroom.
Oh, I bet. Let me guess. Hardwood floors, crystal chandeliers.
Even better. Imagine dancing the night away on a floor made entirely of white and gold marble, surrounded by these massive windows, draped in the most luxurious silks you've ever seen.
Wow, that's something else. I bet they had some parties in there.
Oh, Meadowbrook was known for its parties, all of Detroit's elite, mingling under one roof.
Sounds like something out of a movie. But it wasn't all just fun and games, right?
You're right. Matilda, she was committed to philanthropy too. The arts, social causes. She used Meadowbrook to host events for those as well.
So, more than just a beautiful house, it was a platform for her values.
Fascinating. Speaking of fascinating, there's this incredible library at Meadowbrook. And it's not just any library.
Okay, now you've got my attention. We'll have to dive into that right after this quick break. Okay, we're back and ready to explore that library. You said it wasn't just any library.
Oh, it was something else. This was Matilda's sanctuary, her happy place, a true testament to her love of books and history.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Set the scene for me. What's it like inside?
Imagine this. You walk in, and you're surrounded by these towering bookshelves, floor to ceiling, crafted from rich, dark mahogany, and the books. Thousands of them.
Thousands? Seriously?
Over 5,000 to be exact.
Wow, that's more than some libraries I've been to. What kind of books are we talking about here?
A bit of everything, really. Matilda, she had eclectic tastes. Rare first editions of classic novels, biographies of historical figures, books on art and architecture, you name it, she probably had it.
I can just imagine getting lost in there for hours.
Oh, absolutely. And it gets even better. There's a little secret about this library.
Okay, now you've got me hooked. What's the secret?
Remember how we talked about Meadowbrook's Tudor-revival style? Those nods to grand English manners? Well, this library had a few secret passageways tucked away behind those bookshelves.
No way! Secret passageways. Are you serious?
I'm totally serious. They were all the rage back then,
Yeah.
Hidden rooms, secret passages, a little touch of mystery in these grand homes.
I bet. It's like something out of a movie. So, were these passageways just for fun? Or was there a practical purpose?
Well, a bit of both, actually. Sometimes they were practical, for staff to move around discreetly, that sort of thing. But other times, purely for the intrigue.
I can just picture guests at one of Matilda's parties stumbling upon a hidden door, wondering what secrets lie beyond. It really adds to the mystique of the place, don't you think?
Totally. But as incredible as Meadowbrook Hall is, it's not just about the house. The grounds are equally impressive. Remember, we're talking 1,500 acres here.
Right, easy to forget when you're caught up in all the grandeur inside. So what did they do with all that land?
Well, picture this. Rolling lawns, gardens bursting with color, even remnants of the estate's working farm.
A working farm. Now that's something you don't see every day, especially not on a property like this.
It speaks to a different time, doesn't it? When self-sufficiency was more common, even for the wealthy.
It must have been incredible to walk those grounds. Did they have a whole team of gardeners tending to everything?
Oh, absolutely. An army of gardeners, landscapers, all dedicated to keeping the grounds immaculate.
I can only imagine the flower budget. But it wasn't all just for show, right?
No, Matilda, she truly appreciated nature. There were walking paths winding through the woods, little hidden fountains, secluded benches where you could just escape and enjoy the tranquility.
It sounds idyllic. A perfect blend of natural beauty and man-made grandeur. But all good things must come to an end, right? What eventually happened to Meadowbrook Hall and its incredible grounds.
Well, Matilda, she lived there until her death in 1969. But thankfully, she had a plan for Meadowbrook's future. She wanted to ensure that it would continue to be enjoyed and appreciated, even after she was gone.
I'm so glad to hear that. So what became of this grand estate?
Well, Matilda, she made a decision that would shape Meadowbrook's legacy forever. But we'll have to save that story for after the break.
So we left off with Matilda's plan for Meadowbrook's future. What did she decide?
Well, get this. She decided to leave it all to Oakland University. The house, the grounds, so much of what was inside.
Wow, that's quite a gift. What a legacy, not just for the Dodge family, but for the entire community.
Exactly. I mean, it would have been easy to keep it all in the family, but Matilda, she saw a different path.
So Meadowbrook today, it's a museum then, open to the public.
It is, and it's thriving. People can wander those halls, see the rooms, all the furnishings. It's all been so meticulously preserved.
I love that. There's something so special about house museums. You step back in time, it's like the Dodges could walk in at any moment.
That's what I love about it. You can practically hear the echoes of those Graham parties. But it's more than just a glimpse into one family's life.
Right, it reflects a whole era.
Exactly. The changing social scene, the cultural landscape of America in the early 20th century.
From those grand architectural choices to the smallest decorative details.
And if you really want to dive deep, they have these fantastic guided tours, all the behind-the-scenes stories, insights into the architecture, even the people who lived and worked there.
Oh, I'd love to go back and do a tour. I bet knowing the history would make it even more incredible.
Oh,
So what else does Meadowbrook offer these days, besides the tours, I mean?
well, they have special events, rotating exhibits, and get this, they still use the ballroom.
No way, what for?
Weddings, mostly. Can you imagine getting married in a place like that?
Talk about a fairy tale wedding, that's amazing.
It really is. And it just goes to show Meadowbrook Hall, it's not stuck in the past. It continues to evolve to captivate people.
It's like you said at the beginning, Meadowbrook, it represents a different time.
It's a reminder that history, it's not just something you read in books, it's something you experience.
Well said. So, to all our listeners, if you're ever in Michigan, make sure to put Meadowbrook Hall on your list. Explore the house, get lost in those gardens, and who knows, maybe you'll even find one of those secret passageways. Until next time, keep exploring, and we'll see you on our next deep dive.